Everybody who has a StemWave now is like in front of the curve. I honestly believe in 10 years, every doctor, musculoskeletal wise, is going to have one of these in their office. Like it's that big of a thing. Just because it works so well, it's not invasive whatsoever. And it can take everything that we can do right now as providers and just move us to that next level. And then I started like looking at some stuff, reading some more information, everything else like that. And in my head, I'm just like, well, I could help with that person and that patient and that patient and that patient. So finally, I'm like, okay, I think I got to pull the trigger on this thing. I think this is going to help a lot of people. I kind of pride myself that I didn't have anything that plugged in, right? It was just like me, we work, we feel better and get those better biomechanics and we're good to go. I did, not August, but the August before, I had my first one. I got the machine and it literally crushes everything I throw at it. It's amazing. Even if I'm stuck on something, right? I'm just like, oh, how's this moving? There's just something off. Like, yeah, get StemWave in there, get that inflammation out, promote that healing in there, and it does so much. I don't care if you're trying to pick up your grandkids, you're an athlete. I've treated them all with it, right? And every time it's the same thing. If the machine is right for you, it is a solution. It's not a Band-Aid. And I think that's huge. I'm always looking for those solutions, right? There's plenty of Band-Aids out in the world. Like, how can we actually make this a difference maker for you and whatever your goal is, whatever that is, right? Do we want to be able to run a marathon tomorrow, or do we want to pick up our grandkids? I don't care. If I get you to reach your goal, everybody's happy. I mean, I honestly believe in 10 years, everybody in physical medicine is going to have one of these, right? And if they don't, they're dumb. We're just lucky enough to be ahead of the curve. I can't say enough about the product itself. It speaks for itself. Like, we've had all these testimonies, and that's like, maybe an eighth of the people that have been treating lately. The company's been amazing. Like, everything they say they're going to do, they actually do, which I'm not used to, right? Like, there's an issue, I text somebody, I've got an answer, like, no time flat, okay? Now, they put you in a position to win right off the bat, right? Now, when I go to a seminar, or I want to do something new, I'm always looking like, what can I bring in Monday morning afterwards so I can work with my patients, right? What are the big things? And as soon as you uncrate this thing, you're ready to go, right? Just line them up. You're going to get used to it. You're going to go to training. Everybody's going to be doing the same thing. You're going to do exactly what you need to do to be successful with it. And I think that's huge. It really puts us in a position to win. I'm very cautious when people try to like oversell and stuff like that. And it was so chill. It was so easy. It's like, hey, here's exactly what we can do. Here's the money side of stuff, because that's what we're all worried about, right? I understand what it's going to do, but like, hey, how can I tell my wife, hey, I'm going to spend this much money on this machine, and how fast can we make that back and everything like that? By the way, I broke even on the machine in 3 months, so not too bad. Two things. I was very surprised that it was able to find exactly where the problem was, because it's just like, oh, there it is. And then with our medical background, as we're mapping that, we can just be like, okay, this is this problem we got going on here, right? Because we know we find a bunch of stuff in imaging and everything else is not the pain generator, right? So if we can go in there and we see bone on bone or anything else like that, I love when people come in, they're like, I got bone on my knee. I'm like, great, I'm going to change your thoughts, I'm going to change everything you think about bone on bone, and we're going to get this feeling great. We're going to make a change today. They're like, today? Like, today. Usually in the office, I can get the pain to move, or we know exactly what we got to do. There's like, we can move the needle. But this one, just like, the needle gets stuck, right? Like, I would say, usually, most people come in here and they're like 70% better walking out. Like, first visit. They not even sell at that point. It's just like, this is your solution. So, those kind of things where we make such a change, especially when people have been in pain for so long, right? They're in that chronic pain cycle. They wake up, they expect to hurt, everything else like that. We can get them out of that and moving the way they want to. That's why I get up in the morning. That makes me feel pretty good. I am very fortunate where I get to do what I love, and I get to help a lot of people. I don't think I'd be able to make as many jumps in people without it, right? So either that be like, we just go after with StemWave, or we go after it with exercise or better biomechanics. It speeds up the process. It's better for the patients. It's just, when you kind of like put your practice together, I remember like I was in school and I had like all this information like in bubbles, but nothing was like connected. Does that kind of make sense? So I had like chiro stuff, I got rehab stuff, I've got all these other things. And then like that StemWave thing was, it's just like, it puts it all together, kind of, right? And everything's together, right? So no matter what I'm doing, no matter where it's at, as long as there's no contraindications, we're able to go after it. And we know every time exactly what we're doing, and every time it works. Yeah, so it feels good to be able to get those people to their goals. I can't say enough good things about the staff over at StemWave. They've been amazing at implementing this thing and just really putting us in a position so we can just help as many people as possible.